This video was made by an amateur. This is a reaction channel, so no deep research has been done. This is in no way meant to campaign for or against the individuals mentioned. Opinions expressed in this video are those of the said amateur, hence they should be taken with a pinch of salt.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back. I'm back again with another reaction video. This time I'm looking at this a few days ago. I was not aware, but I just saw this on YouTube just a few minutes ago that Matt Dillahunty had moved out of the ACA or was no longer involved with the ACA. For those of you who don't know who I'm talking about, you can just go on YouTube and Google, or just Google him. You'll see what he's all about. And I was kind of actually I was happy about that because to be honest, I've never been just never been okay, I like some of the ideas he talks about, but okay, even all his arguments, he's kind of an interesting guy to listen to. But one thing that kills all that vibe is his attitude and how he carries himself, how he treats his whoever he's engaging in a conversation with, because he's always rude. He always has a foul mouth. So I was kind of happy because even listening to most of the programs by the ACA, they tend to be like, moderate. But each time this guy is invited, even as a guest or something, he's just, he kills the vibe. Even because I listen to them actually. I'm not here to hate or to bash people, because I like listening to, what is his name? Dan. Objectively Dan. I find that guy to be, he's cool. The way he talks, the way he carries himself. The reason I'm doing this is I'm comparing to Matt, because Matt seems to always and even if he's right in what he's talking about, there's this element of it's like, I win. It's like he wants to end up with that. Yeah, I win that argument, which I don't think should be the objective, especially when you have if it's an honest forum where you're just talking back and forth. It should be about people gaining knowledge and maybe having to look things from a different perspective. So I just took a random video. So let's check this out a little bit.
Matt and Tracy, you wanted to talk about whether or not atheism is rationally justified.
Hey, Tracy and Matt. Tracy, I believe we spoke.
Yeah, I think so too. The name looked familiar. So what's on your mind?
Yep. Well, actually, so being on hold, I came up with a different question, probably a little controversial.
Well, that's cheating.
But I wanted to know.
Okay, go ahead.
Go for it.
Well, it's on the same line. I was just wondering because I heard you guys had something to do with homosexuality, and I was thinking, how is homosexuality rationally justified? I mean, what's the argument that says homosexuality is a moral behavior?
Well, what's the argument that says it isn't? The burden of proof is... We begin. The smart thing to do with it is to grant every liberty and freedom, and then begin limiting freedoms and liberties for good reasons. So, what's the problem with two people of the same gender having a romantic and or sexual relationship?
Right. Oh, well, okay. So first off, I would say there are a couple different problems with that. First off, often in those kind of relationships, there's a high spread of AIDS going on. So it's actually detrimental to that society a lot. That's true. That's a fact. Another problem.
So I'm going to pause you. I'm going to pause you because first of all, while AIDS isn't cured, we have great medications that essentially diminish the effects and make people so that they can live with it, et cetera. But the fact that a particular, you could be in a homosexual relationship and never actually engage in any sort of behavior that even slightly increases your risk of getting AIDS.
Right, but also it's not a homosexual illness, right?
Correct.
There are huge swaths of the globe where heterosexual women are the primary.
I think this must have been in the 90s or something. But the quality of the video is quite good. So but it's not. This is not recent because I think nowadays people have. Yes, I know HIV/AIDS is still a thing, but it's like been out of focus, especially like with the recent events with the pandemics and everything happening. But anyway, let's listen.
In HIV.
But functionally, the question was, why is it wrong? The fact that you can
Right, but all sex would be wrong if
so
if we were saying STIs.
There's a risk of STIs, and there's some that aren't going to happen in lesbian relationships very likely. There's some that aren't going to happen in male-male relationships. But none of that gets to why it's wrong. The fact that something may not, it may increase a risk for something. I mean, you might as well be using that to say that skydiving is wrong.
Or driving.
Because, there's a chance that parachute doesn't open. Or driving. Driving is wrong. Because if you don't ever drive, you're not going to, cause a car accident.
Right. This is why I was going to give a bunch of different reasons. Definitely.
Okay, then start with one that's not crap.
You see, that's what I was talking about. Because why use that kind of language and that kind of approach? Because by doing that, of course, when you do that, the other person will, people have emotions, of course. He's going to ask, he has not even given a reason. And you are preempting, you are already coming up with a barrier to him engaging with you in a moderate civil conversation. Because why you talk to people like that? This is what I was talking about. Because actually, both of them, these two people, they have raised very good points. But you see, at the end, when they are now going to give a chance to the speaker, to the guy on the phone to speak, they drop that, come up with something that's not crap. He has not even given a reason. And this is why I'm saying I'm kind of happy that this guy left, because that kind of attitude and that kind of feeling as if you are, that kind of as if you know everything, you are right, and you are there to be challenged. No, I think I should be more of I state my ideas, you tell me who's wrong about them, we discuss that without being just having a negative attitude and being just I don't even want to put a word on that.
It's not a crap.
It is
yes,
crap.
It is
absolutely
if you
crap.
understand what Matt just said.
You see what they have done? Now they have brought up, because the guy has reacted, he has said, it's not crap. Now they have set up a situation where this conversation will not end in, I don't even want to continue because I see this is 16 minutes. Because I'm sure the rest of it will be about arguing and calling each other names. So I won't even continue with that. I was just pointing out I was just giving my reaction because it was news for me, because I listened to their programs and I just had the other day on their podcast. So anyway, I wish him, wherever he goes here, the best of luck. But for a moment there, it's also a change of to have a fresh air, because he has been bragging about all this. I'm here for 18, I don't know, 16 years. Because as I said, it's not. He created an environment which is not very conducive, which is not very friendly, especially for a podcast, which is a call-in show. You should create an environment where people feel welcome, and people, especially if you are discussing a controversial topic, you should not be setting a situation where it's a conflict. It's like me against you, or let's see who will win this. You know what I'm talking about? Because as I said, okay, I don't like comparing people too much, but as I said, I like objectively done. There's another guy. Okay, I don't know. I want to list them to seem as if I'm campaigning for them, but. You can listen to the other programs and you'll see it's kind of the discussion gets, you even enjoy listening. But this guy's program was just insults and calling each other names, hanging up, which is it's not very good, especially for, let's say, someone who is like genuinely, someone who is not just an extremist coming to challenge your ideas, someone who is just, exploring, someone who is just researching and wants to know about other ideas that are existing out there. And maybe when they're expressing themselves, they give the way they talk about some things, or the way they lay out their ideas, as I said, someone who is exploring, they might be taken aback by all that negativity. But anyway, I'm not here to complain. I was just reacting to that. So let me know what you think about it. And until next time, please make sure you are subscribed so that you can get to see more of my reaction videos. And also hit the like button. Let me know what you think about this. Till next time, stay safe. Peace.